Now, it makes a lot of sense when it comes to equities, right? Corporates. And what about fixed income?
Yeah.
Relatively harder as a class to tread.
Definitely. So you kind of like nail it on the head because as we all know, unlike equities, fixed income securities are not quoted on exchanges, right? And they don't trade as frequently. So the data is a lot more scarce, and of course, data is the lifeblood of AI models. After all, so without reliable and long data sets, it's very hard for us to train the model. And even just assume that we have the data, and somehow we can come up with a model to predict or to recommend which fixed income securities to own. Buying it is also an option. It can randomly tell you buy either as a bond, but there's nobody selling to you in the market, or at least they're not selling it to you at the price that the market suggests that you the model suggests that you buy at. So that definitely then that negates the whole whole model. In fact, it invalidates the whole model. But fortunately, we've been experimenting with how to do this. It's a very difficult problem. But happy to say that we found an approach that's very innovative, and we've kind of overcome that challenge. And in fact, we're now in the final stages of live testing this fixed income AI model. And I must say the initial results looks very promising. So hopefully by next year, the same time, we would have the real live track record for me to tell you whether this actually works.
You've got a great team, you've got a great strategy, and you have state-of-the-art technology. So how is ESG working with AI and the human side of things?
Okay, so I think again, even as an ESG manager, you face the same fundamental problem of coverage. So we solve that with AI, but on top of that, what happens is when we shortlist these, let's say the top opportunities, and we pass them to our ESG team, they had their own very unique set of criteria in assessing, some of these companies based on the ESG criteria. Right, I won't touch on that. Maybe there's a separate interview for our ESG manager. We leverage on our strengths. So we use technology to highlight the opportunities, and then we have actually people on the ground in our various offices around ASEAN, especially. That's where we have strength. So we have actually hands and legs on the ground to do very detailed ESG due diligence after we've shortlisted some of these companies.
Right.
So that's one area where AI can help the ESG team. Now the other big area is, so we also do this NLP models that analyze the news, so the controversy score system, which we say. So what it does, it takes in real-time data on news, and we analyze them to flag potential risk, ESG risk. Just to give you an example, for instance, let's say if we have let's say a Taiwanese company with a factory in China, and factory in China actually leaks chemical and it gets reported, our system would basically pick up the news out of the many thousands of news headlines in the region, and basically alert our managers that there's a possible negative event happening to one of these companies, maybe that we own, so that they can at least assess the impact and see if they want to make any changes. So all these are possible now with the help of AI.
I'm very glad you brought that up, because it's not necessary for an analyst or a manager to react when they see a news like that. It's better to engage and conduct a better stewardship initiative. Yeah,
that's correct.
Yeah. So finally, final question. You've got all these great things going on, and fixed income, very much looking forward to that.
Yes.
What's happening? What's going to happen in 2024? What's the next big thing?
Interestingly, we are also developing a multi-asset asset allocation model based on our AI/ML system. And in fact, in the very near term, in the next month, we'll probably be launching a new product. And then that's going to be a very innovative and I think very interesting product for our clients, where we make use of AI to help us to make the correct allocation decision. And in fact, that's one of the big problems that a lot of people face, right? They don't know when to switch into what kind of assets. Hopefully this AI ML model will help them to make the right decision, the right choices, and over the longer term, hopefully it helps our clients generate much better return.
Thank you.
Thank you for your time. Appreciate it.